Good morning. Happy Friday. Every time I say that, I feel like Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam, but I'm not going to do justice to it, so I'm not going to do that. Hey, everybody. It's Erin Harrigan, your Hustle with Heart coach, helping everyone attain results for health transformation with Arvon and helping entrepreneurs align results to God's truth. And I'm coming to you on this fabulous Friday. I have a beautiful view of the bay from my place in my office, and it's going to be a stunning day. So let's finish up this study that we've been walking through the last couple of days on God, the first entrepreneur. And the idea that God would be a business person, I think, is the first thing that's kind of incongruent in our minds. But again, remember that we talked about an entrepreneur is anybody who creates something. It doesn't even mean you have to be necessarily running a business. You could be writing a song, you could be writing a book, you could be creating with your hands, crafts, whatever that is. That is the definition of entrepreneur here. So in this last piece, we look at another entrepreneur of the Holy Trinity, which is Jesus. Now, you may be kind of scratching your head like, hold on a second. I don't know much about that. What are you talking about? Jesus was a carpenter. He was the son of a carpenter. He created, he used his hands. Good morning, Gina. So Jesus too was an entrepreneur. And that skill of being a carpenter, creating is so related to God the Father as a creator. So here's what this says. The only thing the Bible tells us about what Jesus was doing for half of his life was doing the work of a creator and entrepreneur, revealing to us an important characteristic of the Holy Trinity. Given his ultimate purpose for coming to earth, we might expect that, he's the Most High King, he's the Messiah. God would have put him, in the family of kings or something like that, or a prophet. But no, he placed him in the home of a carpenter, Joseph. And that is where, for 85% of his working life, he would reveal God's character as a creator and an entrepreneur, creating new things for the good of others, right? So in just 3 years of public ministry, Jesus revealed countless characteristics about his Father. He showed God to be the great provider when he fed the 5,000 with the loaves and fish. He showed God to be the giver of life when he raised Lazarus from the dead. And he showed us that God so loved the world that he would sacrifice his only son in order for us to spend eternity with him. So if you think about the fact that Jesus, in just such a short period of his time, 10% of his life really, that he was able to reveal so much of God's character, the fact that he spent 20 years revealing God's creative and entrepreneurial spirit should be even more incredible to us, because as a carpenter, he still did that. And so you guys, whatever it is that you're doing, you are serving the Lord and you are serving his people. So never underestimate that what you're doing, whether it's in a job or your own business, and of course we're talking to business owners here, but remember, a business owner could be a quilter, like my friend Rosie. A business owner can be a writer. A business owner can be a seamstress, like my friend Suzanne. It creates beautiful children's, beautiful little girls' dresses. All of those are revealing God's creativity and entrepreneurial spirit in you. So never, never forget that. Remember that as you're doing this godlike work, that you're glorifying him through it. This was his intention for us. When he created Adam and Eve, he gave them dominion over everything. And that is his intention for us, is to be able to go out and create and cultivate his world. So let's look at the scriptures that relate to this, and then we'll sign off. So the first is Mark 6, verse 3. And I love this because people are scoffing at Jesus and mocking him. And they're saying, he's just a carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon. His sisters lived right here among us. How could he be the Messiah? They were deeply offended and refused to believe in him. And you guys, I want to relate this to everyday life. You may be starting your business. You may have been walking in your business for 9 years, and people are still like, Oh, you have a little lipstick business? Oh, you have a little essential oil business? Guys, it doesn't matter. It's what God put in you for a purpose to create and serve in his kingdom. So just remember, people scoffed Jesus. People are going to scoff us. It's what happens. And then I want to take us back to Genesis chapter 1, verses 28. Then God blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground. Then God said, look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth and all the fruit trees for your food. I've given every green plant as food for the wild animals, the birds in the sky, and the small animals that scurry along the ground. Then God looked over all he had made and saw that it was very good. So please don't get lost in the fact that what you're doing may be a small thing, or you may think it's a small thing. In my Arbonne business at the beginning, I remember hearing stories from leaders, and I remember experiencing this on my own, where people looked at me because I came from a corporate executive role, and they were like, wait, you're selling skincare? But you guys, is so much bigger than that. Like, the Lord put this in my path for a very, very specific reason. And today, although I don't know the whole reason revealed, I can see how my coaching people for health transformation and my coaching entrepreneurs for godly transformation in their business works hand in hand. And how could I be prepared and equipped to do that if I hadn't had Arbonne in the first place? So it is so much bigger than even the things that we do every single day. So don't lose sight of that. So that's your daily dose of success God's way today. If you like this, if this appeals to you, if it brings value to you, please get down below, tag your friends, give me some likes, give me some comments back on what you think about God being the first entrepreneur. Get on over to the Success God's Way community. That's where I'll be doing my weekly dose live on Sunday evening. So don't miss out on that. And super exciting news, my Hustle with Heart podcast is now on Spotify. Woo! So if iTunes and Google Play and all that is not your bag, but Spotify is, you can now find the Hustle with Heart podcast there. So go check it out. I'm going to be dropping episode 8 coming up soon. And let me know what you think. I'm so curious. And that is there to serve you. So I'm excited to hear about your feedback. So have a fantastic Friday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on our Daily Dose.